2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A man coming off a washout 2021, it's Travis Etienne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another toe for Etienne. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
And I think this is a run we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Lawrence will throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. ETN once more. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Lawrence hit him. The ball is free. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. More from L.A. in a moment. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Another try for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. When your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe more down the other defense. We'll see. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes it to Ridley.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call for the offensive coordinator. You love looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And some room to run now. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A handoff, Barkley running left. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Chargers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Barkley on the option. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Going for it all. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit. Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Completes it to Evan Ingram. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down.
I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Herbert.
Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, setting and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down. But if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground. And that they did that time for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9. On second and 9, Lawrence. This is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. On first and 10 is Spiller.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 10 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Toss left side for Etienne.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1-0 when it gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. And let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person that is here, because he's here in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
And Ingram holds it in. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 35. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 30 yards.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Herbert now. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Barkley inside handoff. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Called 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Chargers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 on a Charger TD.
Well, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Lawrence will try again after the pick 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
On first down, Lawrence.
Wisely will throw that one away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a row, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing again on second and 10. Lawrence. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A final shot now for Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.